Well, I'm getting in the part of the build where we're really close. Only like 2 or 3 things to do. But I'm working on the chain right now. Unfortunately, at Tractor Supply, you have to buy 10-foot increments in chain. So that sucks, but it's reasonably cheap. I mean, 4-wheeler chains are like $120 for like, I don't know, 3.5 feet or so. So, you know, this isn't bad. But I'm thanking myself that I did put this adjustment on here to tighten the chain, because if I didn't, this chain would be extremely loose or extremely tight. Unfortunately, that's how chain works. You know, there's just a fine line where it'll work perfectly, and in order to do that, you're gonna have to have an adjustment on here. So the only problem is, though, is if I have it at this angle, the recoil is kind of covered up. So hopefully after I get the chain on, I can push this back, get the recoil out of the way, push this down, and then it'll no longer be a problem. As you can see, it's coming together pretty good. The whole ass end's about done. We drilled holes and then put longer set screws in the shaft collars, and I put one on each side of the tire, like I said. One on this side, one on that side, one on this side, one on that side. And then we put, you know, a shaft collar there and a shaft collar there, so then the axle can't move side to side. Tighten up the chain. Now I need to work on the tensioner for the belt, because since this doesn't have a clutch, we need something to let the crankshaft turn without, you know, moving us, because engine won't fire if it's already on load, you know, has a load on it. So put the tension. I'm gonna try to start putting the tensioner on. That's what it's gonna look like. My watch, my new one. But after that, then I'm gonna have to hook up the throttle, and I think that's about it. Maybe check the brakes before I take this thing on a spin, huh? But yeah, it's geared it's 6-to-1. So I haven't really calculated it out so far. I think these engines max out at like, I don't know, 4,000 RPM or so. But I'm gonna get back to work. I'm getting pumped. Man, that guy's lawnmower sounds like shit. I just had the freaking Trike out, and broke a freaking belt. Son of a pup. I'm like, wow, that thing freaking tore like nothing. I didn't even put any weight on it, you know. I just tightened it up with my hand because I haven't put the tensioner on yet, and like, it just freaking snapped. I'm like, oh my goodness, if they're gonna snap this easy, this is gonna suck, you know. But then I remembered I had 2 belts. One was I hit it with a hammer trying to get it off the mower because I didn't feel like dicking around. I didn't even want that part. I didn't want the belt. I wanted a different part from the mower. And I chipped it with the hammer. I'm like, shit, I should have saved that, you know. The belt's the same size. But nope, that was the bad belt on there, luckily. And I thought that was the bad belt, and I threw it in the garbage. Luckily, that one broke. The other one broke, and now I got the good one on there. But got the frickin' throttle hooked up. Wasn't too hard to do. It took a little while though. Worked slicker than shit. I mean, here's the throttle right there. I just tested it out, and it frickin' works like a champ. So we're down to the last thing to do, and that's to hook up the tensioner. Got the brakes fixed, so here we go.